Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thursday is my Monday, folks, and you know what that means. We're up at stupid o'clock and a very, very, merry stupid o'clock to one and all. Welcome to another episode of Spilling Tea. I am your host, Tiffany Daniels. Now, folks, before we get into this morning's episode, a few disclaimers. First off, you are going to see the link to this stupidly long document right there in the description box, as well as other pertinent links to the Stop the Shock campaign, including the Autistic Hoya massive archive on this case, the templates. Folks, sign your name, click on your senator, and also the Change.org Shut the Judge Rotenberg Center Down petition. Also, for all those who are new to my channel, if you want to know what the hell I'm even talking about, please check out the video also linked under the description box. That is the video that goes over the history of the Judge Rotenberg Center. And after watching it, watch this first part back again, because as of July the 7th, the FDA decision to ban the shock devices was overturned by the DC Circuit Court. By the way, folks, still no updates in regards to the petition to appeal the DC Circuit Court decision by the FDA. I am keeping an eye out for that. Another disclaimer. When we are talking about the JRC, you're going to hear vivid descriptions of, as well as see video clips from video surveillance footage of, peoples with disability being tortured and abused. If you got young children present, please use your headphones. Also, folks, it is stupid o'clock, 3:56 a.m. in the morning. If I stumble over any of my words, please, my apologies in advance. And now we're going back to why, as I said yesterday on Rob's stream, why I really can't trust any judge's decision, really. I know there are some good ones in there, but you get what I mean. Back to Judge Isaac Bernstein's monstrosity of stupid. And we are going back to where we left off. Yesterday, student staff supervision and safety. The oxymoron. Excuse me a minute. What? What is it? What's the matter? Meow. Meow. Yes, I meow at my cat. Issues identified following the 2007 incident. Excuse me. What? What's the matter? Where is him? Oh, come here, baby. Oh, you're all right. You're okay. You're all right. Some roommates just moved out last night. The kitten's kind of disturbed. He doesn't like his environment messed with. Come on, co-host. Come on, that's my boy. Anyways, moving on here. At the time of the 2007 incident, 4 of the 6 staff at the Stoughton residence had less than 3 months of experience. The scheduled shift manager for that evening had called out sick and experienced. Replacement was not found. Could you stop making excuses for this school judge? For God's sake. Instead, Blake, who had exactly 3 months of experience, was asked to act as shift supervisor. JRC policies require an emergency book with phone numbers for all JRC clinicians, administrators, case managers, and residential supervisors to be located in every residence. It is not clear whether such a book was present at the time of the incident. Oh, for fuck's sake, can we stop making excuses? The students made oral protests against receiving GEDs and asked staff to contact JRC administrators to verify the instructions of the caller. Because they're trained to listen to students. Yeah. Yeah, right, Mr. Mew. The cat knows. The cat is wise. Yes. Say hi to the nice peoples. Say hi to the nice peoples. Changes made by the JRC. Following the 2007 incident, the overnight school supervisor position was created and filled by two experienced staff members who are responsible for conducting unannounced visits to residences, the DVR office, the in-house monitors, and the overnight scheduler. Supervisors must now complete supervisor training prior to being put on schedule as a staff supervisor. Well, considering your all's just fucking stellar basic training, makes me wonder, what is supervisor training? 2 days? Probably. Additionally, shift supervisors must complete end of shift reports that are sent to administrative staff in order to evaluate and track staff performance. JRC also formed a safety committee to review staff and student injuries and an incident review committee to review 51A and 19C reports. So they just get to say, all is well, I did what you told me. The incompetence, I tell you. It's too early for me. It's too early in the morning for this level of stupid. I guess that's why they call it stupid o'clock, huh? Additionally, JRC hired an off-duty police sergeant, Ted Condon, to act as a security consultant to JRC and check in on residents during weekend shifts. Oh, because that's going to help us from him. But Tiffany, there's a police officer there. Remember that torturing disabled people is apparently court approved in the state of Massachusetts. You have to forgive me if I don't trust a retired cop who comes from the era where all of this was approved to have their safety as his top primary concern. Okay? Most of these people don't even realize what their safety actually is. Sorry, itchy foot. Additionally, JRC hired and blah blah blah. After investigation, state agencies recommended that every shift have access to trained supervisory staff and that shifts not be staffed with only new employees. The agencies also suggested that staff members on probation or other disciplinary status be unable to supervise shifts. This could be interesting because I'll tell you why on two things. On its head, this is basically saying anyone who has disturbing behavior towards the students, right? That's what the judge is trying to imply. But from what we know of this place, from the testimonies, from the documents, from the behavior sheets, and from video surveillance, this can also mean something very different. Staff under disciplinary status can also be those who refuse to pinpoint behaviors. By the way, pinpoint is a real fancy word for shocking someone for having a behavior, like non-compliance. Just putting it out there. Summary of current supervision policies. Yes, because supervision's the problem. Student supervision. Direct care staff are required to follow student programs. including using rewards to reinforce appropriate behaviors, providing students with rewards when they make any of their contracts, informing students when they break contracts, seeking medical care for students when necessary, delivering aversive treatment when necessary. It is never necessary, Judge. That's my point. When are you going to get it? It is not okay to punish disabled people for being disabled. It is not okay to treat young adults like children, regardless of disability. GED applications are never necessary. What is wrong with you that you think that it is necessary? What is wrong with you that you think using GEDs, a device 3 times more powerful than a police taser, is okay? Let me give me an example, Judge. A police taser, and you should know this as a judge, uses 4.5 milliamps to bring a criminal to its knees. The GED 4A uses 4 to 5 milliamps. 45. 45 milliamps. The GED 3A uses 15 milliamps. It is not necessary. Utilizing the emergency restraint methods when necessary. You mean when they're running away from you for their lives? You mean that, Judge? Recording all consequences, inappropriate behaviors, and restraints on students' recording sheets and ensuring proper residential classroom routines are followed. This is freaking disgusting. How do we live in a world where an entire court system not only backs but strongly believes that torturing disabled people is the best way of treatment? All because our behaviors, who are not harming anyone, and they're not behaviors, but because we make you uncomfortable. You think it's okay to torture and abuse us because it's for our own good. Would you use the same sort of treatment on a pedophile, Judge? Because if you won't use it on them, it shouldn't be legal to use it on us. Sorry, folks. Sorry. Additionally, direct care staff must adhere to any one-to-one, strict-to-one-to-one procedures required for specific students. Now I bet you have your special targets, don't you, you evil bastards? One-to-one supervision requires staff to keep student in his and her sights at all times, assist with other duties in the classroom or residence, ensure the student's program is being followed. Oh, we must ensure they're receiving their torture, right, Judge? And assist in the student's academic program. If a student requires that strict one-to-one supervision, a staff member must remain within arm's reach of the students at all times. We live in a world, folks, where the media and the medical machine has so warped people's visions of what mental illness is, what disability is, what neurological disability is, and for God's sake, what autism is, that they just take for granted that we need these aversives to get us under control. Do you know how many times I've asked, well, then what is the answer, Tiffany? What is the answer? They're harming themselves and they're hurting others. What is the answer then? The answer is for you to stop constantly watching Autism Speaks infomercials on back-to-back. The answer is to pull your head out of your ass, clean your eyes off, and pay attention to what is actually happening, not what the media and the world is telling you is happening. That's what I'm telling you to do. Because the answer is never abuse. It's never torture. Do you understand? You can sit there and tell me these kids got kicked out of every school all day long. But when the right supports are not set in place, what the hell do you expect? And with those thoughts, I'm going to go ahead and close out for this morning. I'm getting all fiery. We don't get very many views on this channel, especially on this very disturbing subject. The few that we do get do tend to get removed from time to time. So folks, please don't forget to hit that like button, hit subscribe, and don't forget to hit the comments. Feed that algorithm. Feed it. I do appreciate your time this morning. And as always, we here at Spilling Tea hope you have a good one. Pray for my numbers to do well today at my job, folks. Bye-bye.